Hi folks, I'm Aleks U and you are awesome. Today we have these 10 minutes, the clock is counting, and the topic of our video is if you feel pain, you're dreaming. Of course, I'm going to justify that or at least go into details to explain it further. But before I start with that, reminding you this is Mind Triumph, where we talk about videos related with the human ego and how to let go, triumph, let go over the ego and live a present, joyful life. Now I have this peach with me. It's a white nectarine actually, because there's no fuss. It's probably one of the most aroma-rich fruit that there is, or one of them anyways. And the reason I smell it is because when you smell something, particularly if it's nice, but in general, when the brain is processing the smell of something, it stops the story in its mind. So the thinking monkey stops. So it's a shortcut to get grounded. So I recommend you try it. So I'm gonna put this white nectarine to the side, even though it's so awesome, and we'll get right into the topic. Pain. We are talking about very specifically here the psychological drama internally in mind drama caused pain. We're not talking about if I cut my hand or break my leg or something physical, or if there's sadly someone is born with genetical abnormalities or develops them. We're not talking about pains that are strictly, and even for those nowadays, there's a lot of discussion, but we're going to put those aside, those strictly physical pains that are caused by something that's obvious and physical. We're going to talk about the psychology and the psychological pain, the discomfort and pain and drama that the mind causes by the story it keeps running in our minds. And so what do I mean by pain? If I feel pain, I'm asleep or I'm dreaming. The truth is that as a human being, we walk through the life, even though it seems like I'm physically awake, actually we sleep through most of the day. And there's multiple ways we can prove that, but you can catch yourself sometimes when you have a story, especially if it's something that's aggravating you, it's always about someone, and you are part of that story, of course, you're never separate, and the ego that you believe you are. This is very important. The ego has masterfully made us believe it's who we are. And so you don't make a difference between yourself and the ego, even though they cannot be more different. But for this explanation, we're going to assume that you believe that you're your ego, and that's valid for most humans on this planet, sadly. And so you're not separating yourself from the ego. So the story is about someone or about something, and you're in it. And so you can be driving, but the story goes on and on and on, and you can get aggravated or sad or guilty, whatever the feeling might be. But it's usually, and it's not usually, almost always an uncomfortable feeling. It's a feeling of pain, of discomfort, of worry, of anxiety, of some sort of stress that is felt throughout the body. And so you kind of catch yourself 10 minutes later, you've been driving, or maybe you're in the shower, or you are cooking, or even when you're working out, and you catch yourself, if you're aware and you have those split moments, it's like, wait a minute, I've been going on, kind of rumbling in my mind about something, and I don't remember how I got here, driving or cooking or whatever it is. So there's a proof, quick proof, and you can notice that daily in your life that we dream, we are in different levels of that dream on a daily basis, meaning that sometimes the ego manages to put us really asleep, and it just runs and goes on about somebody or something, and it puts us really deep in a sleeping corner. And sometimes it's just kind of a breezy dreams, like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go to see my parents this weekend, and I'm gonna watch my favorite show tonight. Oh, what's going on? Oh yeah, I wonder if they're gonna have a new season, and I wonder what that main character did. I've seen her somewhere online. Somebody told me. It seems like it's painless, or it is a harmless kind of conversation going on in my mind. But kid yourself not, you're still being tricked by this story that you seem to be the main character, and you're not in here in the present moment. So there's no harmless thoughts and stories that go on in your mind. Obviously, some are more painful than others, and some don't seem to cause any pain, but they always occupy you, and they always manage to make you not even doubt, not so it's not believe, but almost know that this is who you are, that story, right? Or the character in that story. And so, yes, we're dreaming, whether it's sort of a pleasant dream, all the way to dreams that would force a lovely human being commit suicide, right? Now we have a from 0 to 100, obviously, but it's all a sleeping state, because if you're present, there's no conversation in your mind, and without the conversation in your mind, there's no psychological pain. Sometimes the pain could be could kind of come up, surface in itself, and creates the conversation. So it could be kind of chicken and egg situation, like sometimes because of that pain that has lived with us so long, sometimes it might be unclear, am I feeling pain, and then I start creating a lot of scenarios in my head, negative ones, or it's the thoughts that cause the pain. I think it's kind of blended together, and it doesn't really matter for the purpose of this conversation, because it's still a dream. If you are feeling pain, whether it's that old pain that's surfacing in you, or whether it's from the drama conversation that are going in you, that are creating this discomfort in your body, you're not present. The moment you're present, the dream must stop, and therefore the pain or discomfort could linger for a little bit, but if you're intensely present, it will dissolve immediately. And that's the magic of the present moment. And the reason it works is because if it actually works is because if it wasn't a dream, it's not possible, right? Like if my reality was this psychological drama and pain and all, and discomfort that I feel, whether it's in my back, my stomach, my head, overall in my body, just being tense and full of anxiety and anxiousness. If this was my only reality, I must not be able to wake up of it in a moment, if it's intensely present moment, right? But that's not the case. If I manage to come to the present moment, if I catch myself, and that comes with practice and awareness, if I catch myself, and sometimes it's sudden, if the dream is so painful, you will suddenly wake up, and you have those moments like almost like falling and grasping, because the dream has felt so real for so long. We're talking about all your life. So it could feel like you're falling as you're waking up of dream, and all it's happening is you're coming up to your reality and self. And it's so beautiful, but yet it's kind of like a light, right, that comes at you, and while you've been asleep, there's no light, it's darkness. So when the light comes and hits you, it can be sudden. Even though it's pleasant, it can be a shock, right? It can feel like a shocker, and so it can catch you off guard, but you know it's good, and you know that the dream has stopped for a moment. You have let go of the dream for a moment. Maybe you are forced to do that, or maybe you are aware and consciously putting your mind and emphasizing on now, but you know it's good, and you know you are alive, and the dream has ended for a moment, which means the dream is not reality. Or in other words, the pain and discomfort you're feeling, it's a dream, because you are able to wake up of it. It must not be reality. So here, being mindful of time, because I promised 10 minutes. So here we prove that if you are able to have this present moment experience, in which moment there's a relief, a letting go feeling, and lack of pain and discomfort, which means we're proving that I can wake up and stop the pain, or the pain is gone when I wake up, which means what causes the pain is a dream. Otherwise, I won't be able to wake up of it, even for a moment, right? Let alone that you can wake up from it forever, and live in here and now without a dream. I'm going to finish with this. The present moment is your only safety place. The present moment is the only safety that exists, because in the moment there is no dream, nobody's hunting you, there's no worry in now, and in the present moment you're most effective and productive in whatever you think might be causing this anxiety and the dream. So again, if you feel discomfort, you're dreaming. You're dreaming, not a good dream, obviously, because your reality is a present spirit that is eternally perfect, and it's made of love and joy. And it doesn't have tomorrow and yesterday. It's eternally perfect, present being. I'm going to let you with that. Drop me a line if you have a topic that you want to discuss. Today we talked about pain. If you are in pain, you're dreaming, which is a good thing. I know we're addictive to our dreams, the story in our minds, but it also means we can stop the pain because you can wake up. Now I'll let you with that, and always, as I always say, less ego and a lot more joy. Until next time, I'm Aleks U, and you are absolutely awesome.